Hello everyone, I'm Eric from Etiquette and welcome to another Etiquette live stream every Sunday here at 1 p.m. GMT. So if you're watching right now and it's live, hello to all of you. If you're watching a couple of hours or a day later, hello to you in the future. Hi everyone, my name is Eric and on this live stream we talk about teaching, usually about English language teaching. So if you have any questions, if there's anything that you would like to discuss or stories that you would like to share, please put it in the comments below. And yeah, let's get started with today. If you're there, please put your name and where you're from in the comments. If you're new here, it's always nice to make new friends. And yeah, was it last week? Last week, we actually had a live stream with so many of our viewers on here. Let's see. First here we have Shedahan. Hi, Shedahan. Where are you from? Um, so last week I was so fortunate. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone who joined last week. It was such a pleasure to finally put some faces on those familiar names that we always see. So in this live chat, we've got many people that often come in. Bonnie Esther is one of them. Hi, Bonnie Esther. I can only stay for half an hour. Anytime you give us, we're so grateful. Thank you, Bonnie Esther. Yes, it was so lovely having you. I think Bonnie Esther is such a good teacher. She shared so many good ideas during the live stream. And my mom's here. Hi, Mom. How are you doing? I got your message. I feel really bad. My mom and some other people would send me messages and then I would read it, but then I would be kind of late to get back to it. So, Mom, I did get your message. Sherahan from Palestine. Very nice. We've got another friend to the show called Tasnim, and she's also from Palestine, and she makes amazing videos. If you've got a time, check out Tasnim. What's the channel's name? I forgot what her channel's name is, but she's so good. Salwa, hi from Egypt. Oh, so nice to have someone from Egypt here too. How is Egypt doing at the moment? I haven't really asked around. And Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you doing? So actually, I've got some questions. I was talking before about some questions that I've received, and on the channel, sometimes people ask me some questions for things to look at. And actually, I think an hour ago, or a couple of hours ago, I got some questions that I would like to look at. And guys, if you have any questions, if you have anything you want to share, please put it in the comments below and we'll get to it. Salwa from Egypt, Albert from Mexico, hi, and Gustavo also from Mexico. Albert, is it I think it's the first or second time I've seen you, and Gustavo is also a regular. Gustavo, how are you doing? How are things in in Mexico, sorry. Um, I've got some good friends from Mexico, lovely people. I really want to visit. Egypt is great. Greetings from Egypt. Thanks, teacher. Well, Salwa, it's nice to hear. It's always good to put out some positive energy. Sri, hi, I'm from India. I'm working at a center head for a kindergarten school. I love talking to teachers, especially. As you've heard before, I really respect teachers that work with young kids. I think it's a challenge, but I think it's also very worthwhile. Anna, hi. So there is Anna. She was also on the live stream last week. Anna, it was so nice to finally see you. I've got some news about that. Recently, I found out some information. I learned that so South Africans can travel. We're banned from traveling to many countries because there's a certain strain of the COVID virus, which is very strong, that comes from South Africa. Even for someone like me who doesn't live in South Africa, but there are a few countries that open up, and one country that I'm actually interested in. I told you before I want to go to Eastern Europe, but one country that we are allowed to travel to is Ukraine. And I know you're Russian and it's not the same as Ukraine, but you use the same alphabet and there are some similarities. So I'm going to devote some time out of my week to finally get the Cyrillic alphabet done. Promise. Well, I promised last time, but this time I won't break it. Okay, so Sri, Zeta, is it just Z? from Laos. Hi, Zed. Carolina from Chile. Hi, Carolina. And Vahid. Vahid, actually, congratulations to Vahid. He sent me a photo of his new granddaughter. Vahid, congratulations. She's so beautiful. So Vahid, you said you've got 8 grandchildren already. I really need to get going with that. I'm good, bro. Nice. I like it. I love giving conversation classes to students. I'm a native speaker. Excellent. So, Albert, what level students do you teach right now? And another fellow Mexican, Foquito. Hi, my dear Eric. Hi, everyone. Happy to stay here with my beautiful Etiquette community. Exactly. Foquito, thank you so much for being here. Foquito was also on the live stream last week. It was so lovely to have you. And then afterwards, Foquito, I'm going to share this. Maybe you're going to say, Eric, don't share it, but I think it's a nice story. You know, Foquito sent a message afterwards, and she said, "Oh, Eric, I'm sorry if it wasn't as good as I thought it should be." And you know what? I laugh, but also I get very strict. Because you did such a good job. I was so proud of you, and you've got nothing to be ashamed of. And so many times, especially teachers, you know, their confidence isn't strong enough. They're like, oh, you know what? I made some mistakes, or I didn't explain myself clearly enough. And, you know, you shouldn't do that. You should focus on these amazing positives, because I'm sure that everybody with me during the live stream just thought it was absolutely a blessing talking with you. So, guys, never sell yourself short. And then, what was I going to say? Yes, so back to Anna. Anna, so what has this got to do with you? Yes, I will start studying and preparing, because for summer vacation, it's a couple of months away. But if I want to prepare and get all my documents in order, I'll have to start doing it soon, and also plan and prepare an itinerary. It's very important. So maybe I will practice a little bit and learn a little bit, and maybe in the future I'll ask you to practice some Russian with me. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna video call you one of these days. Well, one of these months. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions about teaching or your classes, if you want to share anything, please put it in the comments below. In the meantime, I want to look at some of these questions that I got. So on my videos, I can see people asking me questions about things, and we've got a question here from Najima, and she says, during my interview, the common question that interviewers would ask me is, how can I make students pay attention to my lesson, especially because my field is history? Knowing history is a boring subject for the students. What's the best answer to this? Thank you. You know, we always think that we have it wrong. I bet you she says, oh, I know that history is a boring subject. And you know what? I bet you that if somebody was teaching science, they would say, oh, science is a boring subject. If I was teaching English, I would say, oh, the students know English, it's a boring subject for them. If I was teaching geography, I would say, oh, students don't care about geography, they've got Google Maps, you know? And every teacher is confronted with the question, how do you make your classes more interesting to your students? And by the way, guys, is the sound working? Because I've got a mic plugged in, but sometimes it takes the sound from the laptop, and the laptop sound is very bad. So I just want to make sure that the sound's good. So the thing is, every teacher thinks that for some reason their subject must be the most difficult. And you know what my point of view on it is? History is probably one of the most fascinating subjects to teach. It's so interesting. You know, so many people just go onto history channels on YouTube, and they like reading about history for fun, and they just enjoy the stories that we can learn through history. So I think what you've got to start thinking to yourself is, when you're teaching any subject that you're teaching, is how can I make it relatable to my students, and how can I make it fun? How can I put the activities in a way that they that they are studying together, and that they're sharing their ideas and opinions on it. Because obviously you can say that history is it's all about facts, but actually, because it has to do with humans, it's actually very interesting, the opinions, the ideas, why did these historical figures do what they did, and the reasoning behind it is so interesting, that you can bring out with your students. But it's the way that you teach it, it's the material you use, and it's how you get the students excited. Because if you're excited about a topic, if you're excited about something, and you're going to bring that out in them, and also get them to share their opinions, and also to reflect, how does history, how is it very important for us to learn in today's milieu, right? So if something happened in history, how can we connect that to something that is happening in current time? There are so many interesting ways to make our subjects fun. Okay, let's go through. Anna was saying here, so nice to hear that, Eric. I hope Russia will open up soon so that you can visit our beautiful country too. Yeah, for me, it's just, it all depends. If we get vaccinated, if things get better, I don't know. I don't particularly want to do the quarantine. So if I did leave the country and I came back, I would have to stay at home for 2 weeks, and it's a big process to go through. So it's something I'm going to have to think about. But yeah, I really just want to go out. Okay, I saw you using a Cyrillic alphabet in the story, saying Arkyo. It was fine. Well, yeah, that is a friend actually bought me a coffee, and she's well, from Ukraine, which is very interesting. So I wanted to put it out there. Salwa, how can I improve speaking skills and have a good accent? Well, I think the main idea is by copying people that you think do have a good accent, right? I always tell you guys are probably bored of hearing this the suggestion, but I always tell my students, if they want to improve their accent, watch something like Friends, and then try and copy the accents and the way that they speak, the tonality, and also the way that the pronunciation. So try that out. I think that will be really good. Claire, hi from Taiwan again. Finally, I can join online this time. Yeah, Claire, you used to watch the repeat later, the recording. It's so nice to have you live. Claire, how are you doing in Taiwan? I've got a friend who is seeing someone from Taiwan, and unfortunately they can't meet each other for such a long time. But I hope things are good. How can I evaluate myself? Yeah, that's a difficult thing to do. Sometimes it helps if we've got an outside pair of eyes to evaluate us. But I think what you should do, Salwa, is put some goals out for you, some measurable goals, that you can achieve. What do they call it? The SMART goals. What is the specific, measurable? What is the A for? Time is time constraint. But anyway, make some good goals for yourself, that if you achieve them, or see how good you get to where you want to be. If that's how much time you spend learning a language, if that's studying for a test that you can measure yourself at, if it's looking at the quality of your classes or your students, look at something like that to evaluate yourself then. Anna, it's a wonderful idea to practice Cyrillic. Support it totally. What I'm going to do actually after, so I always write down things I have to do. I just had do the dishes and clean your apartments. Just did that before this, and prepare for my classes. Did that. Busy watching a video, and write out Cyrillic alphabet. I'm just going to write out the Cyrillic alphabet once, and maybe just write out some good words like hello and thank you. So that's something I'm going to do to work on that. I have been meaning to work on my Korean, but that always takes a backseat to the work I'm doing, the videos I'm making and the scripts I'm writing. Okay, sorry guys, I'm going a little bit slowly. Let's go through it. Elsa, hi, teachers of the world. Elsa, also so lovely to have you last weekend. You guys have no idea how much it meant to me to see all of you there. I really enjoyed it. Because Elsa, I've seen you before, but it's so nice to finally chat. If you guys ever want to talk with me again, if you feel like you would like to practice or just chat, send me a message. I'll see if I can fit you into my very lazy schedule. Salwa, how can I know my level in English? Well, you're going to have to take some tests. I'm sure there are some tests online, although some of them might be paid, Salwa. Arturo, hi, Mr. from Honduras. Well, welcome, Arturo. It's nice to have you. See, Bonnie Esther says it too for Keto. You were great last week. I think all of you were fantastic. The only thing that really makes me sad is it's so limited. You were all so nice and you were so polite. I told you afterwards that in the future, I bet you've got so many interesting comments and ideas, Bonnie Esther. So I'm sorry that all of you only listen to my stupid voice. Stupid is harsh, but my lame voice. But so I wish I could have more time, because I know that you've got so many valuable ideas and opinions to share. Soria, hello everyone. Where are all the English teachers? We're all here. It's so nice to have you, Soria. It's such a nice name, Soria. Arturo, could you please tell me ideas or a site I can use for a writing class? Um, Arturo, I did make a video on some writing ideas, two videos. The one is one activity that I shared, and then the other one is top 10 activities. I'll quickly look for them. Writing activities, because usually sometimes people don't know that I've got these fun videos that I've already done. So then I just put them in here and remind you guys. I'll quickly paste it here for everyone to see. So this is a video I did. It's called 10 writing activities. And then here's one more that I actually did. This is with the professor that teaches, and it's a really fun activity where you play it with grammar dice. And if you really want to focus on teaching writing, I think that's really fun. Oh, is that the right one? Did I copy it? Yeah, it's the right one. Okay. And that's the activity. Okay, from Spain, Soria. Soria, man, one of the goals I set myself last week is to make some paella. Or, well, I really want to learn how to make a good dish. So I want to. Natalia, you're from Ukraine. Maybe I'll see you soon. I'm definitely, yesterday I was thinking about it because I've got a long summer break and I really wanted to travel, but everything's closed for South Africa except a couple of countries, and Ukraine is one of those countries. So I'm thinking, I was watching some YouTube videos on traveling to Ukraine, to Kiev or Lviv or Odessa. I was thinking of going somewhere there. And oh, did I say it here? Sorry, I think I just missed it. Farida, hi Farida, how are you today? Where are you from, Farida? Elsa says, Bonnie Esther, did you tell Eric we have a WhatsApp group? Is Sandra here? Is Anna here? Oh, you guys have to send me that WhatsApp group. Send it to me in an email so I can join you. Javier, what should I focus on when I receive a student that dies not knowing any English? Should you wait? I don't think it's dies. Does not know. Well, okay. Javier, you almost had me shocked there. Should you recommend phonics, conversation, or vocabulary? Okay, so with a student that's just starting out, you're going to do phonics. But if it is an older student, if they are more mature, it depends what the age is too. So if a student is very young, then you're going to start with phonics and fun sounds. You can introduce some vocabulary with the phonics. Which reminds me, this week I will work on a video for teaching phonics, and I will work on a video for teaching young learners, because I did a very long video before, but I think I need to make shorter videos to explain those two. Yeah, but if it's an older student that doesn't know any English, you want them to learn some very practical phrases and vocabulary along with it, and then you can use some ideas from the phonics to help them. But very important to start with the phonics. It just depends how old they are. Timite, hi from Ivory Coast. So nice to have you. I was watching UFC today, and because you guys know sometimes I watch UFC. Not that I can fight, but I do like people training and it's a real battle, and they crowned a new champ for the heavyweight division, Francis Ngannou. But and he is also from Africa. I can't remember exactly which country he's from, but now there are 3 UFC champs that are from Africa representing. Teriyanya, hi. I have a student who is weak in his mother tongue. How am I going to teach him English? Okay, you're going to want to use a lot of pictures. You're going to want to use a lot of TPR, so total physical response. You're going to be very you want to use your body language a lot, your facial expressions to get the students to understand, and then start using cards and phonics to get them to stay it. Because the reason that students learn using phonics is because they're probably not very strong in their mother language yet. So phonics is a good way for them to learn English. So you'll definitely want to start using phonics. Like I said, I'll try and write the script for the phonics this week. I've written two. So the problem is, I told you before that my teleprompter broke. So when if I write a long script, I need the teleprompter in front of the camera. Otherwise, I look away the whole time. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in my video last week, what was it, on Easter, that I shot it within a day, but I had to put my phone, I had to balance it next to the camera. So I can see that I'm actually looking at my phone. And it's different when I'm looking at the camera like this with the teleprompter. It feels like I'm talking with you. So I'm waiting. I ordered a new teleprompter. It should be in another week, maybe 2. So I'm going to finish the scripts, and as soon as I'm ready, I'm going to shoot those videos for you. Bonnie Esther, not yet. Fokito and Letitia, please connect with us. Right. Actually, I've got Letty. So if you send it to me in an email, I've got Letty. She sent me a message on Facebook where she suggested a video about some really interesting topics I can use. I haven't responded to Letty yet. I have to tell her something. And then we've got Ranir. Ranir, welcome back again. It's good to have you. We have a small WhatsApp group called Eric's Groupies. Oh, that's so cool. Bonnie Esther, you guys definitely have to put me on there if you want to. Because it's always so nice to communicate with all of you. Yeah, Letty and Fokito should join us, definitely, guys. If you send it to me, I will send it to them too. Salwa, thank you for answering my questions, always. And now let's go down. Where are we? Arturo, thank you. You're so kind. Thank you so much, Arturo, for coming. Wed, hello from a small village in Sudan. Hi, Wed. It's a pleasure to have you. Wow, a guest from Sudan. Salwa, could you share some links to get tests? Salwa, I'll look around, but it's not really my strength. A lot of people ask me about the IELTS test and preparing students for tests. I have done it in the past, but I don't have any links right now. These days, I prepare my students most of my classes are very simple, just conversational classes, and then I just share some tips and ideas on what I do. And then here we go, Krisibia. I think Chris, welcome to Odessa, Ukraine. I'm definitely coming. I need to study my Cyrillic before I go. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm like, I was thinking about it, but now I'm starting to watch all these videos. And I mean, if I can get my visa sorted and if I can come back to Korea and do my quarantine, I definitely want to go. Gisela, Odessa is beautiful. Yes. What would you guys suggest? I'm thinking of doing Kiev and Lviv and going down to Odessa. But I don't know if I will have time to go to some of the villages or the Carthians, the mountain range. I'm still weighing up my options, but I would really like to go and visit. Could you suggest some apps to use with students offline? Oh, that's a great question, Elizabeth. Offline apps. Because you know what? All the apps I've suggested so far are all online class. I haven't thought of apps to use offline. Elizabeth, I'll look at it. Apps for offline. So it's probably something that you can download on your iPhone or from the App Store on Google or for Android. I'll think about it. There must be some good ones. I've got some ideas actually, but let me go and check it out because that's a really interesting question. Apps that you can use offline, because I think that'll really help students that don't have access to internet, because most of the things I'm sharing are like games that you can use for in class or when you're teaching online. Hi from Bucharest, but originally from Syria, and I'm Kurdish. Hi, Farida. Thank you for telling us. And then who's it? Elizabeth, you're teaching teenagers, for teenagers. Okay. Bonesta, thank you so much, my dear Eric. Could you send me my phone number to Elsa if that is possible? I definitely will. I've got Fakito on WhatsApp too. I'll send it. And my dad is here too. He says, "Hi, son. Greetings from the Western Cape." Maksat, hi from Kazakhstan. Um, Thank you. Thanks a lot, teacher. So happy to have you. Thank you, English classroom. Ya Jaira. Hello again. So good. Good morning where you are. Natalia, I totally like the way you speak. Thank you for all your advice. It's so nice. Natalia, I'll definitely, actually, guys, I I've written some scripts and I'm really proud. I think recently I was watching some videos on being creative and making videos, because obviously I'm always trying to improve my videos to make it nicer to watch or to share more information. But I wrote some videos, some scripts at least for I did two. I did one on classroom, the secret to classroom management. I think that's going to be a fun one. And then I also finished the script, how to motivate students, because a lot of you asked me for that. And it's going to be 20 tips, 20 ways to motivate students. And so I'm going to film those videos as soon as I get my teleprompter. And I think it'll be really fun to watch. And then we've got Kezia. Kezia, how are you doing? Kezia is working really hard at her job. She says she loves working. She wants to work even harder and more. And hopefully she always drinks these sweet coffees. Kezia, you have to drink either nor. And then she says, oh, it's coffee, but it's like one of these frappuccinos with only sugar and like this much coffee. English from Morocco. Oh, we've got such nice viewers from Morocco. Javier, thanks for your ideas. I'm from Puerto Rico, but living and working in Dallas, Texas. Looking forward to your conversations. You are connecting us to the rest of the world. Javier, thank you so much. One of my good friends, the language lady, she's originally from Puerto Rico too, and she's also living in the States. I can't remember exactly where, but if you haven't, check out her channel. A lovely lady and great teacher. Elizabeth, Samsoma, hi. Hello, teacher. I like watching you. Thank you so much. That's such a good compliment. Eric, are we allowed or not to discuss politics? For example, about behavior of the US president. So many interesting things happening in this world, and through watching these, a man can improve his English. Definitely. I think, we learn better by discussing topics, especially if it's interesting topics or topics that people get passionate about, because, it's something interesting to us and it's worthwhile to discuss. But Vahid, on this channel, I usually move away from politics because we've got so many people from different areas. And I like to keep it civil because we've got different opinions. And this channel, I just want to focus on teachers and provide a positive environment. I think on my channel, I've only had one instance where there was a misunderstanding and two people were arguing, and it was my fault. Somebody was saying something positive and I replied, I'm like, yeah, I totally agree. But then I replied it at a different place where someone was giving some criticism, and it sounded, and somebody else was correcting them. So it looked like, yeah, there was something that was wrong. I didn't enjoy that at all. On this channel, I just want to be positive and share interesting things. And yeah, so maybe not politics unless it has to do with teaching. I think that's the one caveat we can put in. Omar, thank you, Miss Salwal Khalil, for the invitation. Okay, nice. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please share them. We're about halfway through. So actually, it's a really lovely time of year now. Went for a walk and played some soccer outside today. And the all around Korea, you can see the cherry blossoms, and it's absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, I didn't go anywhere interesting. I'd like to travel and go and take some photos and just enjoy the nature right now because it's so beautiful with all the flowers blooming. So hopefully during the week I'll take some photos because at my university we've got this beautiful road with cherry blossoms. Take some photos there, and maybe the weekend go and travel somewhere nice and take some photos. But it made me, excuse me, it kind of made me think about, it always makes me think not just the cherry blossoms, but also that this time is temporary, just like life. Everything is temporary, and that's what makes it beautiful. And I was out today and I was thinking, what's everything is so short, it's so temporary. We should really try and enjoy ourselves and make the best out of our lives. And obviously, we've got these macro ideas, these long term things that we think about and try and focus on. For me, I'm thinking about my summer and where I want to travel and what I want to do. I'm thinking about all these videos I want to create for you guys. I'm thinking of that big course I want to create about classroom management for next year. I'm thinking about my trip to South Africa for my brother's wedding and to see my mom for her 60th birthday. And I'm thinking of all these long-term goals. I'm thinking about finally meeting a girl that I can marry and have kids with because, I'm really getting older now. That's really a priority for me. So I'm thinking of all these long-term things, but we should actually also try and enjoy these moments, these moments with friends. And I think that's something I'm going to focus on this week and this, when I'm with my friends, just to be in the moment and to enjoy it. And this time right now with the cherry blossoms blooming is to take time out of my day to actually go and, except for doing chores and rushing around and teaching classes, maybe take a few minutes off and have a coffee where I can look at the flowers, or go for a walk for 10 or 15 minutes, or drive to a pretty place and take some photos and just enjoy nature. Because this time is temporary, and life is temporary. We've got to make the best out of it. This message is more for people like me that always talk about the long term and kind of forget about the short term. Then you've on the flip side, you've also got people that focus too much on the moment and they don't prepare for the future. And it's that for your finances. It's important to start thinking and investing and planning for your future. For me, with my videos, it's important to spend some time out of my day to research something, or write on a script, or prepare to shoot a video and then shoot the video, or do editing, or whatever it might be. I think it's very important to understand, sometimes to focus on the long term and sometimes to focus on the short term. And that's a message I wanted to talk about today. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful day and week and enjoy these moments with your friends and family and nature, but also plan for the future. If it's for your classes, if it's for finances, or if it's for some events that you want to do in the future, do that too. Okay, that's my speech for today. Galina, hi, how are you doing? Galina, it's so good to see you. Natalia, please tell me something about yourself. I'm new here. Okay, Natalia. My name is Eric. I'm from South Africa, but I've been teaching in South Korea for 10 years. I'm 36. My birthday was 18 March, so it was a couple of weeks ago. Single at the moment. What else? I'm teaching at a university in South Korea where I focus on teaching conversation to students, especially freshmen. What else? I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy working on my videos. I watch a lot of YouTube and try and learn stuff. But yeah, in most cases, I just focus on my YouTube channel. I focus on teaching and exercising. And I'd like to I'd like to work on my cooking too, because I'm a horrible cook. So I'm practicing a little bit. I need to improve my languages. Especially my Korean is suffering a lot. So I need to work on my Korean. But before I do that, I think I'm going to devote some time to learning some Ukrainian and maybe some Russian, because in the future I plan to go and visit there soon. Yeah, that's about it. That's me in a nutshell. Feels like feels like it's one of those dating videos where you talk all about yourself. Yeah, but thank you for the question, Natalia. I thought I'd share that. Tiranjaya, I love all your videos. We have many people from different countries. Right, I really enjoy it. I'm from Sri Lanka. Create a WhatsApp group to share all your content where I can find the latest updates of English language. Oh, that is so nice. Well, I know that Elsa and some of the other ladies created a WhatsApp group. Perhaps I will make a. I've got a Facebook group for Etiquette. I've got a Facebook page, and then the Facebook group. It's got about 3,000 people where we share ideas. I forgot. There's a question on the page that I need to answer soon. I forgot about that. But maybe I will start a WhatsApp group. But the thing is, with the WhatsApp group, sometimes I feel like perhaps it's a little bit too much, and maybe people get bored of it, or maybe they don't invest at all. So I'm not sure how good that would be. I'll try it out if that's what you guys want, but I'm not too confident with, because I use WhatsApp when I'm chatting with my friends from South Africa, but other than that, not really too much. Um, let's see, Elsa. I deeply hope all your wishes come true, Eric. I'm rooting for you. Thank you, Elsa, and yeah, for you guys too. You know, I wish you all the best and happiness. That's what I always say. And you know what? I always keep you guys updated on what I'm doing and how it's going in my life, and I share all the good things anyway. Jaya, please schedule a permanent time for English teacher live stream every time. Yeah, this is every week. This is permanent. It's so we started maybe 40 minutes ago, and every Sunday we do this. I've done it for maybe 70, coming on to 70 episodes. Yeah, I think about 70 episodes we've done, a year and a half almost that we've done this. So it's really good. Q King, hi. I'm a bit late today. Just got home and I'll be joining you now. Q King, it's wonderful to have you. Always a pleasure. I wish we had you on last week for the live. I would have really liked to speak to you. When we do number 2, maybe number 2 we will do, a couple of months later. We will think about that. Salwa, I want to improve my English skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Should I focus on one by one or try and improve all of them at once? Yeah, I think do all of them at once. So what you can do is, if you watch shows and you study, you're going to write, you're going to listen. You can focus on some grammar that you want to learn or some expressions. I think just immerse yourself in the language in whatever way you can. So if it's by reading, if it's by taking classes, if it's by watching shows and writing down vocabulary, if it's by practicing. I think that the biggest thing that I always encourage my students to do is to speak more, because a lot of non-native speaker learners, they are very self-conscious about speaking. So maybe they get very strong in reading and they focus too much on that. And their listening improves, but you should really focus on your speaking somehow. If it's interacting with other learners, if it's getting online class, I think that's perhaps the best way. Natalia, oh my God, I have a birthday 18th March too. So nice. Congratulations. It's always so fun when you've got someone that has the same birthday as you do. I've got a few friends, and who are they? I've got some smart friends that have the same birthday. Natalia, you know which celebrity has the same birthday as us? It is, Maroon 5's lead singer. I forgot it. Adam Levine. He's got our birthday. So finally, there's a celebrity that's very cool that's got our birthday too. So that's great. Elsa says, I've been enjoying nature this morning and we've stopped to see flowers and butterflies. What a nice boost of energy. It's also essential to have that awareness. I love that word, awareness, of stopping, looking around, and enjoying our world. Definitely, Elsa. I like that word, awareness. You know, sometimes we get caught up in our feelings and what we do, and we should focus on that moment too and let go and just enjoy the peace and the surroundings. So, great tip. I think what I also like to do every now and again is to do some meditation. I don't do it nearly as often as I should. In the past, I kind of got into it, and I can definitely feel a lot of stress going out. I feel more clear. I feel more happy. I feel more focused. And it's this app that I watched. It's called what is it called? Oh, wait, give me 1 second. I'll quickly find it and I'll tell you about it, because it does have a free version and it is amazing. It's probably the best thing I've got. Internal storage. Give me a Headspace. Wow. It's basically this guy that studied with the monks, and he just talks you through. And it just takes 10 minutes out of your day, and he explores so many things that you think about. It is truly amazing. But every time I restart and I go back to the start, so I don't feel like I'm advancing in that. Elizabeth, thanks. Eric, Telegram group. I've never really used Telegram. I'll look into it, Elizabeth, but I'm not sure. Could you recommend me a plan to improve my English? The best thing you can do is take some online classes, I think, Salwa, where you have someone that is going to spend all their time helping you improve your English. I think that's the best you can do. By the way, guys, my dad does online classes. So my dad does online classes. You know, he's trying to make some extra income. And in the future, I'm going to put out some content that is for English teachers, but mostly for English learners. So some of the content, because I told you that I want a year to take off to work on the big course I'm planning to make. And for that year, I want to share content, and it will be mainly for English learners. And I'll put my dad's email in there. So if anyone wants some English classes, he does it for very cheap compared to some of the other ones. Maybe let me put I think it's my dad's email. I'll put my dad's email address in there. So in case you want some English classes for a good price, I think this is my dad's email. You can check out my dad's email. Oh, wait, give me 1 second. Let me just look up my dad's email address. And if you want some English classes, you can call my dad. He's really good at what he does. Where did I put his number? Give me 1 second, guys. I asked him about it before. Where is your phone number? I think this is it. Wait. I got it. Yeah, almost got it wrong. So this is my dad's phone number, email. And if you want some classes, you can check him out. I will definitely promote him in the other videos that I do. So send him a message and he will try to help you. Salwa, I think that's the best. You can do something like that. Eric, you always share wise words. It's because you guys always bring out the best out of me. I feel like when I'm with my friends or when I'm just, hanging out, I'm just, I don't think of many things, but sitting here every Sunday, it gives me a chance to reflect and share some ideas that I've had. I really enjoy that. It's something that I love doing, and yeah, it's so thank you for the inspiration always, Elsa. Q King, thank you. I'm looking forward to it already. Yes, I think it's going to be so nice to see everyone again. And Letty, actually, she gave me an idea. She said, Eric, perhaps if you've got some questions planned out first, send it to us so we can prepare. And I think I will definitely do that. I do it with my students. I did it right before this. So for my students, to prepare them for the week ahead, I've got them on an app similar to WhatsApp. So I take a 1 or 2 minute video. I tell them what I want them to prepare, and then I show them the lesson or the book. I show them what we're going to do during the week and what they can prepare. I give them some tips. In the past, with my online classes, it took maybe 5 minutes. I would send it to them, and they can watch a quick 1 or 2 minute video, and they know exactly what to expect in class. And I think it's good to do that for our classes, to prepare our students for that. You can also do it at the end of your class when you tell the students, okay, guys, next week we will do that. It's also good at the start of your class to preview the class that you're going to do so that they know what is expected of them. And then, what is it? What was I saying? Something. Anyway, yeah, so I was doing that for my students, and I remember. So for Letty suggested that I send you the questions, and I'll definitely do that. It's just with that first one, I didn't really know what to expect. I had some plans, but I think we'll make some questions before. Natalia, I didn't know that. It's so interesting. I would like to recommend you to the Ukrainian Learners Group for learning some Ukrainian. Excellent. Please do that. Send it to me, the Ukrainian Learners Group on Facebook. I'll check it out. Also, what is the other thing? I think what I would like to do is when I visit countries, I'd like to go and chat to teachers. So if there is a group of teachers that they would like me to go and chat with them and talk about teaching, that might be something interesting. I'll prepare a speech or a presentation and I'll go and do it. I was supposed to do it in the Philippines when I was there a while ago, but I didn't get in touch with my connection there, and I felt really bad that I didn't do that because they thought, oh, Eric, yeah, anyway, so it didn't work out, but I would definitely like to do that if I visit whatever country, to chat to some teachers or give a talk. And then Claire, Eric, students always lack learning motivation. How to make students engage in English? Thank you. Okay, well, actually, Claire, I wrote a really long tip, a video that I'm going to shoot as soon as I get my teleprompter, how to motivate students in the classroom. This is one of the greatest ones I have. Now, you've got intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic is you tell them all the reasons they will do better at, they will get a better job in the future. It also allows them to travel and communicate with more people. It will help them understand the world. It also helps them improve the way that their mind works. So they're going to start thinking. There's been lots of studies that show that people that learn languages, they improve their minds and they become more intelligent. Also, so those are the reasons they have, right? But you should also get them to be motivated in some other ways too, to make it fun for them, to make it interesting, to give them praise, to challenge them, to use interesting topics and methods by getting them to share their experiences. There are so many ways, and I made a list of 20 ways. I think I'll go through it again and I'll make that video because many teachers have asked me for that. So I'll definitely try and do that one for you. Claire, many teachers have asked about it, so I would like to share some ideas and tips for that. Sharifon, thank you for your advice about writing. Thank you. Yeah, check out those 2 videos. I hope they help. Abhishek, hello, sir, from India. Hi, namaste. Abhishek, good to have you. Salwa, you're an awesome teacher. You have a beautiful accent and clear voice. Thank you. I've been working on my voice for a long time, although my accent has suffered. I was watching this video about South Africa. It's this geography video, just to see things about the country that I might not know, or some interesting things. And I saw some people using the proper South African accent, and I thought, oh, my accent has changed a little bit. But as long as my learners and my students understand, and you guys understand me, and it works, I'm very happy with it. So I'll continue using this voice and this accent as long as it's possible. Ibrahim, hi all. Oh, that's so nice and positive. MD, hi, I'm from Bangladesh. How to improve my English skills? Please let me know. Rafiko, MD, I just answered it maybe 20 minutes ago. Somebody else asked that exact question, and I shared some ideas. Hello, Eve. Good evening. Hi. This week, I'm going to study my Cyrillic alphabet. Tonight, even, I'm going to write it out. Definitely. Abhishek, sir, my English communication improve. How? I just did a video on it. I think the best way is just to use the language. Try and take some classes. I put my dad's email address if you're interested in English classes. A very affordable. Yeah, just start practicing reading, watch TV, study out of books. It's just start communicating. Especially the best way is if you find some people to practice with, are also studying to motivate each other. And then, but I think the best way is just to find a teacher and to take a class. And I think I'll promote my dad's email a little bit more for anybody who wants to take some classes with him. Claire, thank you for your response. It's really useful. So glad, Claire. I'll as soon as I get that teleprompter, I'm going to shoot all these videos. I've got those 2 planned, and I've got those 2 already, the scripts made. So it's just about shooting and editing. That takes a day or 2, and then I'll write some other scripts during the week for the future. So I think for the next 2 months, I want to bring out a video every week, every Tuesday at 12 p.m. GMT. I usually release a video. I've been doing that for the past year or year and a half. Every Tuesday, I release a video for teachers. So check that out. From Tajikistan. Nice. I was just talking to another friend from Tajikistan a while ago. Ronnie, how do I improve my English? The live is very well. Oh, thank you for coming, Ronnie. It's good to have you here. Yeah, guys, if you want to practice, listen, write down, ask questions, and especially focus on your speaking. Start practicing with a friend that wants to learn, or find someone. I put my dad's email in the comments if you guys want to find a teacher to help you with online classes. Abhishek, I don't give classes. I just teach here in Korea, but my dad has online classes. I put his email in the comments, and I'll put it in the description below if you want some English classes. He does some English classes that you can take. Ibrahim, Eric, I want to ask a question. We know a lot of vocabulary, but when the time comes to speak, I can't recall and reuse them. What can I do to overcome this? This is a great question, Ibrahim. This is a really tough one for people. You've got all this knowledge, you've got the vocabulary, but when you suddenly have to speak, you forget. Now, the best way to do that is to bring it to practice using it. It's if you've got some vocabulary, write it down and make an effort of using it more, because the more you use, the easier it will become for you to go and bring it out and to say it. So what I want you to do is this vocabulary, make a point of using it as much as possible. If you don't have conversation to practice it, just make up conversations in your mind and start saying it out loud in the shower, right? Or if you're walking somewhere, because the more you try and use it, even if it's in a practical situation, if it's on your own, if it's for practice, then once you get into that situation to use your English, it will be a lot easier and you'll be able to recall the vocabulary in real time. So I think that's it. Just practice on your own, write it down, use it as much as possible. Salwa, I think teachers have to be motivated and enthusiastic, then the students will be motivated too. Do you agree? 100%. You cannot, if a teacher's not enthusiastic about the subject that they teach, why should the students be? So it's very important for a teacher to be motivated and to share that with the students. And it's like that with anything in life. If you want someone to feel a certain emotion, or you want them to think a certain way, first you've got to have that emotion inside of yourself to reflect that onto them. Because we so often we want people to do things, to think things, to feel things, and we try and it comes across, if you try and do that, it kind of feels like you are cheating them or you're trying to manipulate them. But the fact is, if you have that yourself, they are far more likely to get that feeling too. So as a teacher, you should be enthusiastic. You should be, if you're not enthusiastic about the subject, find some topics within the subject to be enthusiastic about. If you're not enthusiastic about the topic, find the teaching method to be, or your students to be enthusiastic about. So find a reason within yourself that you want your students to see, and they will take that from you too. So very good question, and I'm glad we answered it. Maria, good to see you. Hello, Eric. So great to see you. How are you doing, by the way? My students don't want to do their homework. Any recommendation? Good question. So with the students, I think when it comes to them doing their homework, I think a good technique I usually use is to start the homework in class and do the first few questions with your students. And then when they come to class, make them read it out loud. So give each student a question, let them, so when you go over the homework, really you've got to put some pressure on them. If they say, oh, teacher, I didn't do my homework, put some pressure on them, make them feel guilty for not doing the homework, and then praise the students that do their homework so that the students are motivated to do that. Sorry, I'll just throw that away. And then, yeah, I think it's very important. A lot of times students like to complete things. Our minds are used that way. When we start doing something, we want to complete it. So if you start the homework in class, you're like, okay, guys, now you know how to do the homework. Do a few examples, and then they have to do it at home. You can also send them reminders. You can also send their parents reminders to do the homework, because listen, they are wasting their time and their parents' time and money by not doing their homework. So if you can motivate them, I'm sure their parents can. So that's kind of important. Is the term that figures as does it sound good? That figure, that, yeah, I would say that figures. That figures just means that, oh, okay, I understand, that figures. That was supposed to happen. That figures, right? Is that the one that you're talking about, Wile? Galina, Ibrahim, the same with me. Eric, thank you for your useful advice. I hope it helps, guys. Antu Guma, Antu Gumo. Hi, how are you? You're doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. And I hope you're doing good too, Antu Gumo. Man, I'm so happy to have all these viewers from all across the world joining in and chatting. Guys, I love seeing all of you here, and it's always a pleasure. And Volkito's quick. She knows I'm going to end soon. Guys, I'm going to end in the next couple of minutes. I usually keep my streams to about an hour. Volkito, it was a pleasure to spend this hour with you. Best wishes for everyone. I send a strong hug for my dear Eric. Thanks for everything. Volkito, your words really inspire me. They bring happiness to my heart. Right, so everyone, final messages that you want to put in. I had a really good time as always. This week, I've got a video for Tuesday and Thursday. And then I'll work on these videos you asked me. I'll finish those in the next coming weeks. If you have any questions in the comments, just put it in there. Or you can join the Facebook group. And in the Facebook group, you can ask some questions. I've got a question there that I need to answer that I'll do after this. Everyone, have a fantastic day. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you. Great teacher. Thank you so much. Everybody, have a fantastic week. Remember, enjoy the moments. Enjoy those moments with friends and family and with nature on your own to enjoy your life, because everything's temporary. Everyone, have a great day. Natalia, actually, I'm an English learner, but so happy to find this page. I will make it to my teacher friends. Thank you, Natalia, for coming anytime. I don't mind if you're an English learner or teacher. I'm just happy to have you guys, and I'll work on my Ukrainian. Sharifon, I have one question. Do you generate online speaking club? I'm from Uzbekistan. All my friends find your advice beneficial. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have a speaking club. I just usually work for teachers, but maybe in the future I will look towards a club in the future. There is a group on Facebook called the chat box. Check out the chat box. They are a speaking group and they are fantastic. I love the people there. Chufran, hi Eric, thanks for this. Anna, thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. You too, Anna. Maria, thanks a lot. Maria, thank you for all the great comments, especially on Instagram. Vahid, Eric, you have a new guest. I am happy for you. It's always Vahid. It's so nice to have people here, and all the best to your young family. Salwa, most of non-natives feel fear. How to Salwa? I'll answer those next time. Thank you so much for all your questions, Enzo. Hello from the island of Procida, Italy. And Carmen, we love you, Eric. Thank you, Carmen. You bring me so much joy. Everyone, this is Eric from Execute, and I'll see you next time.